Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Resolution. I play for Team Composite. I'm in Diamond Protoss. Mostly just trying to see if this will work. Mostly just a test. I'm going to go through the replays we had from Week 1 and do a commentary of them. And we'll just see how it goes. I really don't have any expectations for it, but it sounds like it'll be fun. So I'm gonna go for it. So this first replay we're looking at Akachune versus iHeart Drones. We're looking at Week 1, the match between TAW and Composite. The Art of War, I think, is what TAW is. So it's a Zerg versus a Terran. iHeart Drones speed the Zerg, and Composites Akachune, the Terran. Money being spent. Okay. Well, don't really know that much about either of these two players. Don't really know that much about this matchup either, so this will be interesting. The meta seems to have shifted. I'd say that the very strong Zerg build right now would be the Roach all-in, and very strong all-ins, as shown by Vespasian. But Zerg has a lot of trouble. We have a gas first from Terran, still gasless from the Zerg, which I believe to be standard. 14, and looking like we're going to have more drones, so not a 14-14, like a 15, which is a pretty standard number for a Zerg opening. 3 in gas, and no barracks. Well, I suppose we only have 40 or so gas on the board for the Terran. So, nothing insane. Drone harass, always problematic for Terran. Doesn't utilize it. I didn't know for a while that you could shift and continuously right-click the SUV, so that even if the SUV moves position, your probe will continue to follow the SUV around. Ever since then, I've gotten a little bit better at my probe harass. I usually only probe harass command center firsts, though. But it's still useful to know. 150 gas banked. Expand. And a pool. Looks like they're both dropped on 15, although I could be mistaken. No, the pool I think was dropped a little later. Hatcheries take longer to build. Nice jukes by Akachune. We got the Ninja SCV smoking his reefer here. Barracks and factory in the wall. No fucks given here. Not bluffing this. Just going straight for the in-your-face. This is a factory. Big transfer, and right now we have a sizable 7 supply lead from the Zerg. I don't know if that's standard or not, but we'll probably be looking at more of a supply lead as the second hatchery begins to crank up its production. And the factory tech of choice appears to be mines from Composite's Akachune. No additional racks and no command center follow-up as of yet. I'm wondering, are we going to be seeing or additional racks or an expand? I think I'd expect either expand, start see what we're doing. Double gas, double queen. Just 4 queen opening. So I'm 39 daily on that. About, I want to say, 3 or 4 years ago. Pretty standard, I think. Whoa. Whoopsie. Come on, dronesies. Come on, little dronesies. Oh, this isn't good. The Zerg's gas income appears to be crippled. What will we do? Definitely a turn. Okay, we have Spine Spore. Seems to be fairly safe, or fairly sane in response. No expansion, as you can see. Let's look at our production. We have the Terran move out. Did the Zerg spot it? I'd assume so. Is he ready for it? One Hellion goes down. Every moment the Zerg can buy for himself, or herself, gender, whatever. Every moment the Zerg buys is another advantage. Although we do have we have a macro follow-up from our pink Terran. So not as all in as I initially expected. The macro transitions are real. So let's see. Perhaps this push is trying to test how safe I Heart Drones. Well, I mean, with his namesake, I Heart Drones, I think he's not safe. So it makes sense for a little pressure up the front to see if he can't just outright kill the Zerg. And now a slow expansion coming down. And the Zerg's supply not exploding in the way that I might have expected. Terran has taken the lead. Even though the Zerg's natural has been up, it hasn't been very well saturated just until recently. What about workers? Let's see workers here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's not good. Terran down 14 workers. What's going on here? We have roaches. We have roach speed, as one would expect. Pooping creep at the 3rd location, although I think Terran could grab this 3rd just as easily. Little supply depot. Sim here, mines, bunker. I think you could really hold this. Yeah, I think with the same amount of sim as you would here. And it behooves the slower opponent. Day 9 said this once. It behooves the slower opponent to expand into the direction of your enemy. Where it behooves the more mobile opponent to expand away from the enemy. So to spread oneself with a mobile army, and to spearhead forward with a less mobile army. Just forward. Can I ping? Alt G. Strange. So I think Terran wants to expand into the Zerg, especially with mines, tanks, etc. Remains to be seen if we're going to be seeing heavy bio or heavy. Well, that would indicate heavy bio. We got double NG. So we're definitely going to be seeing at least the desire for infantry upgrades here. What are we seeing at the front? We're seeing a macro advantage still well in the hands of the Terran. A double drop about to hit the back, although I would hesitate to call this back exposed. We got Spine Spore, Spore Spine, Roaches at the extreme. Very good setup for the Terran, but how good is reaction time? Or from the Terran reaction time? Well, we have that worker count is certainly evaporating. And the counterattack from I Heart Drones just going face first into his minefield. It's hard to imagine that this roach attack will break this mine. Although, let's see, is our pink Terran panicking? What are the responses from both players? The Zerg player seems to be rallying a massive attack. Roachling seems to be his endgame. The Terran player seems to be repairing, but we still have gaping holes at the front. Zerg forces can move through these holes and in. How many mines are we looking at? Looks like 9 mines. Medvacs will help the Marines, although it would be better to see Stim and Marauders, which it seems is the transition for Terran. Okay, a wall. Finally, oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Please. Oh god. Alright, this is a disaster. SUVs massive damage. There goes the natural mines. Start firing. They are not as of now. The macro lead for Terran is dropping. Good starter into the mines, cleans up these roaches, but there's still too much down here. There is still too much damage being done. Zerg now sitting on a very strong lead. We have resources piling up for both players, more pronouncedly for the pink Terran. Okay, these mines do their job, but Zerg has 3 bases. Zerg has 3 bases. Zerg has a 16 harvester lead. Zerg appears to be going into Hydras. I've never really liked the roach build in CBT. I always figured you would want to just ling Muta right into Ultra, Corruptor, and Swarm Host. I never really saw the value of Hydra. They're glass cannons versus better glass cannons. Marines are the ultimate glass cannon. That's just my opinion. We have 3 upgrades ready to be researched, and still unresearched, all adding tremendous combat power to this bio. How are we doing on upgrades? Zerg is 2-2 versus the Terrans 1-1. No follow-up upgrades coming, although the armory. That was the situation. Now, what will these mines accomplish? Now, that's the real question. It's high. Okay. Well, probably want to get those Marines out of there, and out of there they get. The Hydra count has been knocked down. However, we have 3 bases still established for the Zerg, and a supply lead for the Zerg still, although not the supply lead you want to see at this stage of the game. Marine pressure at the back holds your commitment while the... well, okay, here it is. We have this distractionary force keeping the majority of the Zerg army in position. Meanwhile, Terran is setting up an ideal engagement here. If he can just force the Zerg to come out here and have a concave here, but no, there is no concave. Minefield is real, but Hydras, I believe, may actually outrange them. What's the range? Come on. I think Hydra's outrange these mines. But Hydra's skipping the mines. And speed upgrades, supply lead, and even the concave here. The this very lovely concave versus the ramp concave. Had a lot more surface area than Zerg. Zerg also completely skipped the mine hits here. Although, okay, they've been detonated now. Link's taken out. Link's never that mad about being taken out. You know, being Link's. Let's see. Long-range mining from the third, which is blocked by... Oh, that's cute. Very cute. I don't know how this counterattack gets out. SCV's being pulled, takes down, distracted. A lot of the DPS being Hydroless. The Hydroless definitely seem to be reigning supreme. But barely hold. But at what cost? Worker count knocked back down tremendously low. Supply count capped that of the Zerg. Vipers. Actually, I was about to say Vipers unharmed, but we just saw Viper get smashed in the face by a fucking... I don't know if I'm allowed to swear or something. Whatever. By a giant fucking rocket. I don't mind. They call it a mine, but it's more like artillery. Protoss, you can probably tell. Hydras, 3-3 versus the 2-1? Or what are we looking at? 2-1. Drone count, or worker count seems to be double that for the Zerg. And this is the one thing that I think a lot of the early players really don't understand. It really comes down to worker count. You know? It really does, you know? To a degree, it's the motion of the ocean, but it's really the size of the ship when it comes to worker count. When it, you know, when it gets right down to it, all of the little fancy moves are what allows you to establish that dominant, or at least that ideal, worker count, which has you in a good position, or a bad position. The Zerg is in a very good position. The Terran currently... Okay. That fairly cool. Rally from the Terran, just not enough, I would think. The worker count plummets down to 20. Something you'd never like to see. Unless you have about 10 orbitals. Plowing forward. No mines. Hold up the advanced Hydra army. The mobility of the bio is never really coming into play versus the immobility of the Roach Hydra. It came down to big engagements here. Now what I really loved was I loved this harass in the back. And I loved how it dragged the Zerg army up. See it up and around. Now if you could harass here, pull the Zerg army up to here, drop down here, smash this base, so on, so forth, ping-pong the Zerg around a little bit, take a few hatcheries out, get him nice and pissed. Then if you can drag his army up here, and then force an engagement where you have a giant concave, and he just runs his shit down into it. That's where the Zerg, you have provoked the Zerg to the point where the Zerg just throws the game away. Pretty much, you just get the Zerg to just go, alright, here, win, and they just give you the game. Now, I think that's where Bio wins this matchup. But, no, what had happened was kind of, the intent was there. There was very good intent to pull the Zerg every which way, but the rhythm, I would say, and the positioning on our pink Terran never quite executing that killing blow, forcing the Zerg into a ramp versus bottom ramp concave, or forcing the Zerg to pull concentrated forces versus a giant minefield. Never that crippling hit. Terran had it, though. There was that point where Terran had that supply advantage, and Zerg's bases were never knocked down. because Zerg's bases were never knocked down. We have this kind of just, you know, the sheer power of the Roach Hydra just won the day in the end. A very good effort from both players. This was an interesting game. I definitely enjoyed it. Let's move on. Let's see. Smiley Bee versus Arbiter. Now this, I believe, is PVZ. And PVZ, I think that's what I want to cast. I think that's what you guys want to see me cast. Smiley Bee recently placing into the Platinum Division, but a strong Zerg, I would say. His PVZ's definitely Diamond level. So, in the Northeast, we have Arbiter, who was listed with 2 T's on CTL, so we couldn't scout him, but now we figured out it was 1 T. Arbiter, which could be a reference to Halo, could be a reference to an arbitration, could be like a judge, could be a reference to, there are many arbiters through history. There's the Arbiter from StarCraft 1, which was a spellcaster unit, kind of like the Mothership Core for Protoss, except T3 instead of T1. Smiley Bee, of course, a recent Zerg, loves to stream, loves to say hello to the community. Very passionate gamer. I would say very passionate gamer, and I say that with great what you call it. I say that as a compliment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a compliment. TAW Arbiter going with the Pylon Scout, looks to be deciding between his choice of openings. Pylon Scout reveals nothing. No pool, no hatchery, and we're at 15 food. Okay, so Probe anticipates the hatchery, Smiley Bee anticipates the block, brings 2 drones. I don't really know what you're doing. Okay. He seems to have resumed probe production. Okay. It's very interesting. We have a pool follow-up instead of the lifestyle. That's funny. I'll go with it. The lifestyle 3-hatch before pool, which is a lifestyle, kind of like, you know, being vegan or a very strange pylon. I have no idea why you I don't. Oh, yeah. Well, you do need another pylon. Sorry, excuse me. You do need another pylon, but it's very strange. Okay. Of course, this map having the feature of the rocks generally means Protoss tries to get vision here before they take their 3rd. And some entrepreneurial Zergs will open gas and get roach length, and will pressure this and this. What are we seeing here? A forge gate with no cannon. So, why? I don't know why the forge came down first. There's no cannon. Double assimilator. There's a cannon. Just as the Zerg lings come out. Okay, good timing. But it's a very late gate, as will come with this kind of build. Healthy gas, though. Healthy gas. Probe ready to drop that wall if it needs to. Very efficient. Smiley Bee, still no gas. 3rd hatch on the way. Minerals are low. Everything in terms of macro appears well. What has Smiley Bee seen? Seen double gas, probably 3 on each. Has seen gateway timing. So Smiley Bee has seen what Smiley Bee needs to see. Creep spreads happening. Still no gas. Here they are, too. Double queens of the 3rd. Very safe. Good. 2 queens of the 3rd is what you'll need. But you also need vision front. Without vision at the front, you can't deny the probes from putting down your attack pylons and launching attacks on this third. We have a gateway explosion coming out and an oracle. Okay. 4-gate oracle, not the worst way to take third. 8-minute third, very, very ambitious. Look at this. 1 zealot, 1 stalker, 1 mothership war, and just now have 4 gates. Do we have sentries? 1 sentry. A speedling opening wrecks this. A speedling opening, boom, dead. Boom, dead. Flood speedlings right now, and Protoss is crying themselves to sleep for the next year. There's nothing here there's nothing here that prevents. Oh, more gates and 4 units. These gateways aren't even being used. Oh my god, okay, here's the sentries. But we had 2 full minutes where the Protoss pretty much was bent over a table, spreading his cheeks and saying, yo, I'm just gonna be ready for you to totally do whatever you want for blood. Like that's where we were at. Okay. But the Protoss seems to have survived. That's good. We have +2 on the way. Blink on the way. Not after we've had... What's this? Got a 10-gate. Okay. That's a good first swipe. Take a few Zerglings. The Hydras are very vicious. Yeah, I don't like that angle from the Hydralisks. But what is our Protoss? Look, I'm on +2. What am I doing? Okay, let's look at our productions. Our Protoss is Blink +2. He seems to be dedicated very heavily to this Blink play. Hydras are thought to be the answer for Blink, but with good micro. Oh man, this could be a disaster. If Smiley had more units, absolutely would be a disaster. Extra Blink. Look at the units lost. Still favoring Protoss, but our sentry count has been knocked down to nothing. Let's see. Roach Hydra coming out of our Zerg. Is there a transition in sight? Layer Infestation Pit is down. Or will we see swarm hosts? That's a good question. But it looks like we're pumping out just past Roach, Speedling, so just as much shit as possible. Meanwhile, we have Colossi transition. So the heavy blink into Colossi build has been definitely getting popular. 70 drones, nice and healthy. Seeing the attack, we have a free split out of Smiley. Anticipating these. That's good. Okay. But all of this positioning is for naught. Protoss having his denial of creep returns. Okay, we have pressure from Protoss on the left, but we have no options, aggressive options on the right developing. So Protoss appears to be definitely one-dimensioning his way into this. Let's see. We have range +3 now. We have ranged +3 Colossi, not 1, but 2 range +3 Colossi. You're going to start seeing some trouble as a Zerg with Hydra. We need a transition of some sort here. Our Zerg is maxing out. We have money in the bank for Hive. We have money in the bank for Viper. We have money in the bank for any number. Okay. Generally a good angle of engagement for Protoss here, but no sentry. What no sentry Protoss looks like. There's 1 Colossi knocked from the board. Very good attack path opened up by the Protoss. I love it. And now if I could just see some aggression here, we're definitely going to pull the army to the right with this move. So if we could see a push to the left, you could deny the continued expansion of the Protoss as you little jab is entering here. Spire appears to be... Okay, finally. We have a transition. 16 minutes. This is usually when Broodlords would come out. Back in the old days. StarCraft 1. So good. This is what I like to see. Tech. We have tech. Roach Hydra, as I've often said to my teammates, Roach Hydra is a coffin. If you use it for too long, it is where you die. Look at the supply differential, however. Smiley B just not finishing the game. Letting Protoss get to 4 bases. It will not be too much. This is as spread out as Protoss gets. This is where you need to kill him. Every expansion from here, like this one, just consolidates this front into just this sexier, and these rocks are just very easily defended. This is as spread as Protoss gets. This is great. This is right jab here, left jab here, right jab here, left jab here. Catch the Colossi moving between bases with a changeling. Boom! Kick that mother. Okay. Whoa. Lots of damage going on in the Hydra. Root Command. Zealot just pressed against the Hydra. 3 Colossi making mincemeat of the Hydra. Count. And that unit's lost that. There it is. Let's rewatch that real fast. That unit's lost tab. Yes, here it is. 4K, 5K. Okay. Here it is, though. Here's the moment of truth. Okay, good splits here. Now, what's the problem? Move command, not attack command. Okay, we need... There we go. Zealots do too much damage. Stutter back against the Zealots. Concave. Okay, this Zealots finally get cleaned up. We haven't even begun to answer the Colossi. Devastating. This is where Vipers Corruptors come in handy. Corruptors, of course, would zone the Colossi out using landmarks. Vipers, of course, would snipe the Colossi before the battle. Okay, so Protoss has just won a devastating victory in the middle. What is his response? 2 more Colossi. I guess, okay. 5, making your count of Colossi 5 in total. Switching to Observers, not bad. Stalkers, good. You have to expect the unit switch to get this Colossi. But is the Muta switch enough? It's beginning to look desperate for Zerg. You'd almost expect a mass spine here at this stage, and with Muta harassment hitting the bases. That's what I think you'd expect. But even that, I don't think answers this. Unupgraded Mutafloss versus a very heavy +3 Stalker, admittedly with no sentries, which you kind of need, but just so much Protoss. 4-base Protoss. A double Stargate, it looks like a Tempest transition. I honestly feel you so Protoss has many Colossi. Roach Hydra essentially not going to do it. Not going to do it. That's all she wrote. If I could say anything. Protoss probably life. That Well, okay. That was almost kind of upsetting to watch. No offense to Smiley B. Showed us a very good game. Africanus, we have another PVZ in the make here. So, okay, last game. Let's talk about what happened, if we can, for a second. Roach Hydra happened. The Protoss' third, way too greedy, could have been cancelled by a speedling. By just pumping speedlings. There just was not enough in terms of force fields to stop it, and not enough in terms of DPS to stop it. Blink is very good. Blink Colossi, very good. Especially versus Roach Hydra, once you have a good number. But once you have 3-4 Colossi, if your Vipers are not out in the field, I wouldn't even advise Corruptors unless you plan a Broodlord switch. If you don't have Vipers on the field and there's no Broodlord switch, Swarm Host, that's it. That's game. There's no way. Zerg can't win. Well, that's not true. There's a few things you can do. You can Muta switch. You could Ling Ultra 2-2 on terms of melee armor. That Ling Ultra 2-2 is very strong. But Roach Hydra, just no. I don't think so. And no, maybe. It could have been done. Smiley B could have pulled that out. But I think it really depended upon punishing the Zerg, or the Protoss, for being slow and having a weaker army. Really forcing the Zerg to stay on 2, maybe 3 bases. And if Protoss tries to move to any which direction, you just sucker punch him right in the asshole. And, oh, this song's pretty sick. Okay. Gas opening out of Afri. Looks like speed. Meanwhile, we have Pylon Nexus. Very similar to Arbiter. Looks like Arbiter was coaching our little Esom here. Or maybe the two of them are just had naturally arrived on the same build. That's always possible. Supply lead for the Protoss, as you would expect with the gas opening from Zerg. Now, what is Afri going to do? Usually with this kind of gas opening, you expect like 3 Zerglings on the map, followed up by either a flood or a macro. So, the entire hatch. Now, do we see 3? I guess we're waiting for money. Speed first. Okay, that makes sense. Meanwhile, we have more speed, and it looks like our Protoss is freaking out. Cannon. Yeah, this is a Protoss that definitely saw gas and thought, oh fuck, let's get some cannon. Is this a full wall? Doesn't look like a full wall. Okay. Speedlings. Soon to be speedlings. How many seconds? 15. Cannon will be up, but I doubt the wall will be down. What does Afri do here? Double gas taken. Just Arbiter's build, pretty much. If you remember Arbiter's build from last game, this is it. Nothing controversial here. Is this safety speed followed by drones? Yes. Safety speed. Maybe a little damage. Let's see. Tell me that's not a full wall. Oh, perfect. Get in there. Get in there. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, that makes me sad. Definitely could have poked these gases a lot, especially with speed. Okay, Zerg is scouting for proxies. Good. Queen. We have 1 queen here, 2nd queen. We see the queen spam as life has been popularizing, just queen after queen after queen after queen with all excess minerals into drones. Delay gas. No. No delay gas. We have earlier gas here. Zergling spam. What's the Zergling spam for? That's my question. Warp gate is not close. So I would. I'm more of a third guy here. I think for sure. It's the third that I think would be nice here. And the gold third too. And then flood speed after that. Kind of prevent the toss from taking his third while you mine your gold. And then transition into roachling and then get your 6 gas and a gas follow-up. Very strong idea. We got 1 gate, 2, 3 gate. 3 gate robo. 3 gate robo just not a good idea. Oh, is this a delayed list? Oh, hey, I've seen this before, but this is. Oh, Africanus, you ballsy motherfucker! This is nice, dude. I'm a fan. All right, there's a lot of cannon though. There's 2 sentries. So do these banelings detonate? Where do they detonate? You don't want to lose too many cannons. Okay, only 1 cannon. Do we have more Zergling follow-up? Drones. Safe. Definitely a safe call. But only 3 units out of the Protoss here. Only 3. Immortal and 2 sentries. Trying to see if we can bait out the force fields. Always a good idea. Keep the Protoss in the dark. No third, though. Still no third. You don't want to be a 2-base Zerg versus a 6-gate Protoss. No, this is looking to be Immortal Sentry all in. And the Speedlings need to be at the front. Immortals. What do we have? Prism. There it is. 3 Immortal Prism. That's your Immortal Sentry. Roaches are not the goal. Okay. Roaches can be used in stopping this, but most Zergs prefer Speedling. Let's see, has Africanus identified this? I guess it is. He has seen the early upgrades, and he has seen the Immortals, so he knows it's possible at least. But not much penetration to the Protoss base here. Yeah, you have to know that. This is it. Don't fight it. Don't fight that. These roaches are gonna die. You gotta be closer. Okay, after at this point, it's units. Units. I still think Speedlings are the way here. Well, upgrades though. Protoss. Yeah, no Carapace coming. Protoss has +1. We got +1. So Speedlings are almost effective. Setting up a concave here. 7 minutes. Immortal Sentry. And that's it. There's no way. There's just no way. Zerg's done. So much in terms of Zealot, so much in terms of Sentry, so much in terms of Immortal. And without that 3rd hatchery, now, to not have construction. Doesn't matter if it's roaches, hydralisks. I don't even think Swarm Hosts would have stopped that attack. Just not enough production. Needed that 3rd hatch earlier. That's a damn shame. Africanus showing some unconventional play with a delayed Baneling Bust. Ta Isom showing equally unconventional play with an 11-minute Immortal Sentry. A Sledgehammer build, if ever there was one. Let's look at this one. Flyroam versus... We have a Flyroam versus... No. I loaded the same interval. Okay. I'm an idiot. Let me quit this real fast. Let's get out of here. Flyroam. Okay. Flyroam versus Please Nerf Terran. That's cute. Please Nerf Terran. Yeah, maybe when you guys are still opening gasless. You guys figured out how not to die. Okay. For Asgard. Okay. Classic openings. Barracks. Gas opening. Hatch first. I'm expecting a Reaper here, as I expect Flyroam is. So let's see how Flyroam deals with this Reaper. Gas. We got a gas opening with speed. Yes, you can hit a little Reaper incoming. That drone. Poor drone. Let's check out some of this elite micro. Okay. How many drones do we lose? Very good surround. Reaper zoned with 0 casualties as of now. Factor follow-up from Terran. Standard, all standard. Ejects. Puking into that hatchery of doom. Yes. Ejects. Big supply leads from the Zerg. All lovely. Gas has mostly been taken out. That one gas, as I believe some Korean does. I always heard the Korean believes one in gas. It's always nice. Eager little beaver here. Oh, look at this. Multiple clicks going down. This, oh, it's gotta be one sad Marine. He wants to shoot that thing. Very aggressive little boy, that Marine. Alright. 3 hatches. Very early third. Not bad. Not the Scarlet style mass gas. Spire first, Baneling Nest first. That the Westerners have enjoyed. But a very fast third. Limited gas income. Just macro mode. Never not a fan of macro mode. Reaper gets very little done. Just sees there's a third and that's it. Alright, because Flyroam took this as his third. So Terran, I don't even think Terran knows. Let's see. Yeah, Terran has no idea what's going on.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Yeah. We could be looking at Mass Muto, Banelings.
Ready to raise some hell.
Yeah, Terran does not know. This is good. Terran's in the dark.
SCV ready.
Having broken down his tape and watched him, the guy is phenomenal. He makes, and that's what people lose sight of. It's not just the sack numbers, it's not just the tackle number. He makes everybody else that much better around him. He's
cut that out. Alright, let's see. More creep spread. Hellions and Reapers doing nothing in terms of creep denial. Very big macro lead beginning. Some damage on the tumors are 3. I don't think Flyrum knows that those 5 reasons. If he did, I believe he would massacre him right now. Flyrum, giving all the credit in the world to his Terran opponent, expecting a big attack. Has Flyrum spotted the third? We have not spotted the third. Probably the confusion. If he did spot the third, he would see that this was established. Circling. Ha! You gotta feel like an asshole. You almost got killed by your own mind. 1-1 already here. Versus 0-1. That 1-1 from Terran. Spidey Bawal, but back door, Baneland friendly still. Boom, boom. Baneland back door is always welcome. Composites enemies. Look at that bank! Holy mother! What is going on? Oh my god. That is just can. Okay. Well, that's one way to shut down drops. Okay. I can't wait for these overlords to pop. Let's see what he's gonna do. More. Just more Slurpins. Oh, mother. There's too many Banelands. Oh, look at that. There's more. Oh. What is that? That's more. Probably Overseer. Wouldn't be the worst. Don't want a 200-200. Just Terran. Zerg has hit. Baneling counts seem to be the only limiter. New to count as well. And yet, no mind cleanup here. Overlord spread on the right to see drops coming in. Just not there. It's like just one giant ball of death. There's a big chunk of this Zerg. Look, big. Boom. Yeah, just overstem these dudes for me. Fire going for a. Workers going down. 200. appears Terran can't take it. Terran not really able to take that third again. Understanding this. Taps. Frustrating, as you all know, this kind of format to be when people are relying upon you. Frustrating. When I see the 0 GG, I take that with the understanding that this person just feels that they have failed their clan and their friends, and of course they feel upset. I never am one to be upset about 0 GG. Here's Composite's Nefarious, another new player this season, I believe, versus Final Dash. Lots of... I feel like Composite's leadership, all they do is recruit Zergs. Zerg after Zerg here. And, hey, good for me. I love those. Let's see. This one opens. Gasless. Whoa! Gas. Whoa! Second gas. And we have speed. We have speed. But like a high supply count speed. Both players, followed by continued gas. Both. But we have a hatch from Nefarious, which will suit him in the long run. Nefarious scouting the lack of neutral, probably understanding what his friend is doing. And, okay, yellow's metabolic boost going to hit sooner. So the chase down is definitely going to be for the Art of War player. And I think that begs the question from Nefarious is, how are you going to hold this, son? How are you going to hold this, brah? How are you going to hold this pressure? I'm hoping there's pressure. Oh, we just didn't take a late hatch just for shits and gigs. I'm hoping he's just like, hey, late hatches, new meta, let's just delay it. So, given our dude, not that I mind this, giving our dude a big advantage. Speedling advantage. Harvesters even. What's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go? And orange. Oh, totally okay with letting these 3 wounded speedlings go. Not chasing. Just taking a queen. Went on a little stroll, park, and bye-bye magic. Forcing a big surge. Well, he surges himself. Oh, here comes the drone damage. The production of yellow just crippled. Having the speedling count, though, no queen, and his hatchery still is not popped. While we have Zerglings coming out of here, and Queen's puking right away. And, ooh, Banelings as well. Let's see. Does this hit? Does it hit? Yellow. Pulling back just in time. Income 1/17. That's good. For clannish kind of things to say. Oh, what's this little wiggler? You gonna send one? You gonna whoop? 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 Never something like this. Poor little kid. Just going around. Zergling. 9 Zerglings. More death. Phalanx. Nice. All day. Yeah, Nefaris was in a down position. Can't blame that GG. Zergling's appearing to be more and more prevalent in the early game of Zerg. I really need some water. I'm gonna be right back. Leave this up, but I need some water very badly. And welcome back. Let's keep it going. A lot of matches to go through. A lot of fun to be had. What's our next match? See what's going on. Proxy Reaper versus Beowulf. Oh, sick. Those of you who don't know, Beowulf is the captain of Team Composite. As a member of Team Composite, this means I get to talk shit about my captain's play, which is always fun. Wait, let me get my blanket. Wrap it up. I'm getting kind of tired. Okay. All the hype, blanket hype. Very fast drone out of Beowulf. Comes out of the gate with a quick D. Just boom, D, boom. Grabs it, boom. As soon as that number hits. Precise macro. Proxy Reaper. Possibly thinking about a Proxy Reaper versus Beowulf here. Might proxy it as far as the ramp. Maybe even proxy it to another ramp, like here. You never know. All the proxies. Complaining about the map. Always a very intimidating thing. Saying it's a free win for Bayo. Yeah, very intimidating. If I were Bayo, I would be shitting my pants. Yeah, it's a great strategy, Proxy Reaper. Just talk about how much you hate the map. And how much you suck. Why don't you just say, hey, I'm going to open gasless. Why don't you kill me? Might as well do that. So, you know, why win, right? What's the point? Overlords. Makes you a better player. Huh. Okay. Marine. Bayo. Gas. Gases. Hating the map. Shouting it from the rooftops. Trying to dodge overlords. We have big supply block out of Terran. There it is. Bunker. Or Overlord. My Overlord ears. Definitely at play here. Plays the internet through his phone. So everything this guy says is just like the anti-scary, just like the anti-intimidating. Apparently his connection is through his phone. Okay. Hey, don't do it! Okay, good. We only lost one Zerg. Zerling spread. Overlords poaching, but not from the top, because this one died. Other overlords here at the bottom, just sensing drops, but not being where they can just get annihilated by them. So you had overlords. Maybe you can do that. Big supply depot wall. You know, just look at this. This is being on the spot with your supply. See that? This is how. You ever get supply blocked? Well, guess who doesn't get supply blocked? Proxy Reaper. Look at this. This is how you not get supply blocked, boys. Anyone wondering? There it is. Look at that. GG. Perfect Terran macro incoming. Speaking of perfect macro, we got no SCVs. 0 SCV production. Workers just not really coming. Hey, oh, not with the giant worker leader himself. An early-esque third, maybe? Much better at the beginning. I'm skipping through all this boringness. What do we got here? Viking to kill overlords. Very cute. I like a Polt number 2 here. 2 NGs, but no upgrades on the way. Hellions. And versus Baos. We got Spines, Queens, and Banes. Look at that, dude. Holy shit. Slow down, dude. You're breaking the speed limit. Scouting bio. Blue Flame Stim. We have Blue Flame Stim on the way. Hybrid build. Not sure if I like it. Not sure if I'm a fan. Yeah, maybe it'll win me over. Who knows? Terran has a macro lead. So I'd be surprised if they lost. He's been practicing with Tux. Tux is a fucking freak of nature, so I really do not anticipate Bayo will struggle against a Plat after practicing with Tux. Playing with Tux is like playing against, like, trying to, like, you know, like, you're playing with Play-Doh one day, you know, then you're playing with fucking, like, concrete blocks. That's like playing what Tux is like. 1-1. Hellions. Not being denied. There it is. Good scan it, bro. Flame. Does Bayo take some leading with it. Transfuse this man. Oh, Bayo! Oh, there it is. Got him away. Taking the third behind this is our Terran. Just a couple roaches shit on this. 6 kills. One Hellion taking all the credit here, doing all the work too. And this Hellion just probably pissed at the other Hellions. Why are you not roasting as much as me? What's your deal, boys? Could this be a big, like, innovation style, like, Hellion bio? Because that was innovations thing, right? It was a big Hellion bio. What's Bayo do here? Flyer, he's kind of a little all over the place. He's got little roaches. Yeah, he's got getting upgrades. Meanwhile, Terran churning and burning out a bio. Three Banelings. This one. Oh, that blue flame is blow too much gas on banelings. Or roaches, for that matter. You want mutants. Fast StarCraft 2 knowledge. Fourth. Oh. Terran. Doing Terran things. No drops happening. I guess this Terran's just kind of assuming Bayo has mutants. Very delayed. Thor. Dude, this guy's build is just like a slow death machine. Not finesse. Crap I have. Look, he does. Look at all that crap he does have. He's got a supply lead. What's Bayo's answer here? Cancel the report. Please, 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 Bayo. Come on. Please, Bayo. Well, he doesn't know who's points. Kind of sharking into position. Come on, man. Damage doing time. That's the thing. We see a lot of damage against these supply depots, all of which have taken supply increases. This army. Got a magic box back. Not a bad army on very decisively into Bayo's favor. Fifth on the way. Zergling follow-up appears to be the answer. Upgrades. I don't think we're really focusing that much on attack yet. Denying this fourth, I still feel like it's the way to go. Maybe a little bit too much points. Those are production definitely not lacking from Terran. Yuta harass definitely lacking from Bayo. Not seeing, not nearly the amount of sharking that you want to see out of Bayo, especially with two upgraded glaives. Look at all this exposed area here. All of this is exposed. This to a degree, you can swipe. These two, I guess, there we go. And there it goes, but the missile starts down. Another. Oh! Yeah. Oh, baby. That has got to feel good. Take down that bird, shall we? Rolling in. Boom. Bam. Think about it. Terran's just done. Terran is bye-bye. See how long it takes. As promised, he lost. Prodigal versus Mad Monk. Man, all the matchups today. No PvP though, or TVT. Would love to see one of those, or TVP for that matter. We haven't seen TVP. Slightly. Let's see here.
Really going nowhere way, but here it goes.
Definitely pulling them. 6 servings from our purple versus 6. With the queen, though. Speed has not arrived for our purple player. Not sure it was. Oh, get that queen though. Lovely. And no mining. Donate a ling or two. More lings. And more music. It's not loud enough. That overworld kill. Supply lead still in favor of yellow. No. Purple. Our Art of War player. What's our income? Also appears to be in the favor of our Art of War player. Crib spread. Ling. You want to keep lings away from the bangs. Aside from that, I give it to Roachling every time. About third timings though. Look at that money stacking up. Spire. Spire and roaches. The mind games. Spire can be very cute. I like it. Spores, though. Spores and queens. Where'd you get the Spire? Macro hatch instead of a third. And a third. What? Oh, it's a lot of overlords that'll die to Mutas. Oh. Let's see what purple's game plan is. Looking to secure the third. Mutalisks going shark position here. Nothing to do here. None. Nidus. Oh, that's beautiful. Where's the... Oh, no. Oh, what? That's so brutal. Queen goes down. The drone count getting eviscerated, but not enough. Purple the Nidus. The Nidus is just not giving that reinforcing potential. Purple has lost an enormous amount of army here. But the third is down for yellow. The drones have been hit. It's counterattack time, baby. Let's see how this goes. I can't help but feel that purple is royally screwed, provided yellow is rallying defensively. This Nidus play. Will purple even get through the Nidus? It does not appear he will. Down goes his army. His hatchery is ripped to the ground. Nothing can stop this Growth Hydra force. Yeah, nothing can stop this Growth Hydra force. Nothing, this is not enough. And the game ends. Very good play. Very good reads of ZVZ. I kind of like the pacing of ZVZ. It's kind of fun. Da, 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 da. Radio versus Yolo Swaggins. PvP on Catalina, of all things. Catalina, a very interesting map. Kind of map you would see pretty much any build on. Proxy Stargate, Blink, also very strong. So you can see Proxy Stargate or Blink, the two flexible builds. You can also see Macro, Robo, DT Expand, Wargate has been known to happen. Cannon Russians from the low ground has been known to happen. 2 gates in the mid also known to happen. Evenly timed gateways, both macro timed. And then 2 very unparanoid scouts. Could be definitely seeing 2 gates happening. Even though it's a 3-person, it still happens. Both scouting in the wrong direction. Maybe purple will think yellow's base is here. It's like, oh, the probe came from there. It must be his base. And he just like leaves. But no, he actually checks. Okay. Oh. YOLO. You only live once. Might as well have a faster cyber, right? YOLO. Bradia. Well, what can I say for Bradia? He has less shit. His cyber's slower. Yeah, what is there to say? Really? Maybe evenly? Nope.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going for Bradia. I don't know.
Ooh, Chrono's on the cyber. That could always make a man nervous. Gas is just now taken. So why did our yellow friend delay his second gas? That is the question. Look at all this minerals. Look at all this. This could be gas. This could be mothership core, tech, everything. It's everything. So why? And here's why, ladies and gentlemen. Here is why we've had the late gas. We have 4 gates. Is it this right time? A little late on the gates, but Oh my god. Oh my god, you dog, dude. You dog. No scouting happening from the scouter or mothership core. Gates even later than Bradia's. Oh no, dude. Probe not gonna see shit except that there's stuff coming. Although that combo, that Zealot Stalker combo, is a 4-gate incoming kind of thing. It's kind of, you see that, you're like, oh shit, and you just like you start making a robo or a DT or whatever you do. And your prerogative, defending the 4-gate, has to be keeping the pylon from coming up. But as you guys can see, he has not prevented this. Probably gonna lose that Zealot. Might as well warp in now. Yeah. Kill the MSC. Hope for that. Oh, you dog, dude, I love you! Oh my god, this is so funny! Time warp is not what you need, buddy. Not the spell that is needed today. No warp gate here. 4 gates of production, almost coming back online. Where does YOLO, or does YOLO warp? YOLO warps, more stalkers, 2 versus way too many, and that count is getting knocked down further. Down go probes. We are looking at very crippled mining out of the Protoss here. YOLO is microing, even microing better than his opponent, and that's all she wrote. I don't really know this build. I don't know what purple is doing. It's a 3-gate with no expand or a robo. It's just a 3-gate. I mean, if you have 2 gas, you might as well have a tech or something. Just a 3-gate. Like, you can support 4 gates on one base. As YOLO has just demonstrated, you can support 4 gates on one base. Still have money left over. Or you can try to support 3 gates off one base with a lot of gas left over. Like, look at all this gas. And just not hold at all. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm being an asshole. It's just not a good build. You want, your first rule of StarCraft is you need enough production to match your income. And especially when the early stage, where pressure can hit. If you can't do those things, you cannot have enough production to match your income. You just have a bunch of money that you're just not spending. And YOLO did spend his money on stalkers. As you can see, these stalkers did him very well. Some of these guys have 4 kills. We have 2 4-kill stalkers here. There's this one. Never mind, YOLO. Good YOLO 4-gate out of YOLO Swaggins. Ninja Pylon. Just not something I would try to do every PvP, though. I mean, imagine if this dude proxied a DT Shrine. That would have been bad for YOLO Swaggins. That's what I do when I see only 1 gas. Okay, I just proxy a DT Shrine and expand. And usually the other player has no answer to that. So let's see. Ace match. Let's see what happens there. Probably Tux. Does Tux win? 3. So we have 3 matches. Okay. Here's hoping there's a Protoss involved. Oh, it's TVT. See, I'm not going to be that helpful. I don't know shit about TVT. At least ZVZ makes sense. Terran doesn't make any sense. So, let's see what happens. Just kind of blow through it. That's what I'm figuring. We'll just blow through it. Talk's always nice to watch, though. Let's... You know what? You boys trying to have Tux Day happen? So that's what's about to happen. It's Tux Day. What's going on in the mind of Tux? We've got... I believe it's a Reaper.
SCV ready.
Yeah, probably a Reaper. No, Factory. Or no, Reaper.
SCV ready.
Reaper. Reaper. Marine. Factory. They're both Marine Factory.
Armed and ready.
And he sees the factory.
Upgrade
Cancelled.
complete.
And the SUV escapes. Lovely little play.
Who wants some? SCV ready.
What's this?
This better be good.
Report versus
Ready to raise some hell. Gangway.
Hellions
coming
versus
through.
Mines.
SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Mines or Hellions, not bad units.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Mines also not bad units ever since they were upgraded to just
SCV
viciously
ready.
devastate everything.
Go, go, go.
Just kill everything.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
This better be good. SCV
The
ready.
medvac being used
Ready to
defensively.
plunder. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Tux's
Ready to
macro
raise some
is
hell.
definitely kicking it to the next level. No, natural out of blue.
Add-on complete.
Both of their naturals actually
Our
appearing to be
SCVs are under attack.
perfectly in line.
Ready to plunder.
Add-on complete.
Gangway. Coming through.
Tux is doing his best to him. And well, that was brutal.
This better be
Let's be
good.
real. That attack hit right when Tux was out of position. Hit from the blind side down here.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Here come the tanks.
Ready to roll out.
Our SCVs
GG called. Is that a mine? No, that's a Banshee. Well, I definitely empathize with Tux's position there. That is Terran at its finest. Well, not to spoil it, boys, but there's 3 replays, so Tux clearly loses or wins this map. Did I totally just wreck this game? But, and logically, we must realize that Tux wins here. I'm a tired boy. Hosting all those replays, or talking about all these replays, really tiring. It makes me tired. I haven't really done that much. My day off. Look at phones for everyone. Opting for supply depot on the outskirts versus supply depot nice and tight. Tux's supply depot more economical, more safe. Blue's supply depot providing better vision. You see shenanigans coming. Blue's scout never having left. The supply depot is not in a position to see if he did leave. So he gets a free scout. I guess that's one downside of not having a supply depot. You never see if that the SUV stays. Stays it has. Although the Reaper gets a full scout anyways, so what's the point? You'll have to ask yourself that. Blue? Economical opening versus Tux's not so economical opening. No. Okay. Blues hasn't taken his natural. Kind of keeping it tight. Here's the light the engines. I do not see how we can delayed Banshee's gonna go. Supply Evo goes down. Hellions in position to prevent. Tux doing what Tux does best. Damage. Just look at Tux still behind. But if you look at the supply count, he certainly is not. Bye-bye. Just gonna attack the elevator. Ooh, almost. You can really see the way Tux moves. Drop. So the drop does more damage. Okay. It just appears to be falling apart. Tux is multitasking. And that's the thing with Tux. Just look at the EPM here. When I say shit with all of the respect in the world, I just like to refer to my enemies with swear words. Tux. Kind of weirdly like Ta. If only his name was like Honk or something weirdly like Comp. That would be very strange. Fortunately not as strange as I would like. Again. Such crazy MU kind of shit talking here. Insinuating that it was a crazy MU that granted Tux's win. That's why I just don't talk during these things. I just don't want to shit talk. I don't want to be fucking banned. There's no reason. Let's see. It's going. very defensive. Oh, I say that as he moves out. What does it move? Oh god. That hurts. Looks like an all-in. Oh. That's not good. Definitely feeling like the move out. Pretty rugged. Pretty rugged move out. Without mines defensively set. Something of that nature. I guess DVT is one crazy MU. And that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a good